Hi there. We're at Prichard Armory, and we're at the Exceptional Children's Party here today. This is Sunday, December the 15th. We're very happy to be here. We're really having a swinging party for the exceptional children. There are about 1,200 of them here. And right now, without further ado, I'd like to call in the man that is so responsible all the way for this, Bill Barber, or popularly known as Mr. B. Bill, come on in here. Merry Christmas on the 15th of December.
Well, thank you, Dot. It is a Merry Christmas, you can see from all the children from my laryngitis from yesterday's party.
Yes, indeed. You have at least 1,200 today, I'm sure, don't you?
Yes, I think so, Dot. In spite of the very cold weather, and of course yesterday, and I keep mentioning yesterday because, you know, the horrible rain that we had yesterday all day.
Yes.
And this place was packed. And, of course, today we're trying to do a repetition with the rock and roll band and all the wonderful food which the children are getting now.
Yes, well, we're going to get some of all of it on camera, I hope, Bill. Before we get into anything, let's hear from you so the public will know just who did what. I know you had a lot of help from the Seabees, the Coast Guard, the police department, etc. So tell us a little bit what happened there.
Well, thank you, Dot. There's so much thanks I would like to give and really necessary to give, and I'm so afraid of leaving someone out. But mainly I would like to say that this stage, every year now, this is the 8th consecutive year that the CB Battalion from Municipal Park Training Area has built the stage and the ramps and erected our tree for us. And they come early in the morning at 5 o'clock, and they begin work, and they work all morning, even before daylight, to prepare this. And with them, we have the men from the 711th Signal Battalion from the Fort Dumont Armory here of the National Guard, and of course they turn out in force and assist us, and also the Surface Division of the Naval Reserves from Municipal Park. They are here, and a very big help is given every year by the Prichard Police Department. I have some of the boys here. May I show them some of the boys? You boys step up just a minute, if you will. Here you see boys from the Surface Division of the Naval Reserve, and the boys in the Army uniforms here are the 711th Signal Battalion from the Fort Dumont Armory here, and Officer Bell of the Prichard Police Department, who is representing Lieutenant Dan Davis. And of course, all the years we have had this wonderful, wonderful Christmas party, the Prichard Police have always just practically given me a key to the city for all of my kids and myself. And a great big thank you to all of these men and to all of their outfits and their officers who allow them to come for this wonderful party. Without their help, we couldn't do it. That's
Bill,
all.
I'd like to inject something. If they give you the key to the city, it's certainly because you deserve it. I wish everyone could be here with us today and really see these children. Some of them are in wheelchairs, some of them are not, but they are all in the same boat, more or less, and they're happy and they're having a ball. And it's all because of so much cooperation from all of the gentlemen you see on camera, and of course, Bill Barber. Now we're joining some of the exceptional children as they're eating here today, and they have a typical food menu that all people like. Exceptional children, too, and they have hot dogs, and they have potato chips and Cokes and just about everything, donuts, anything you'd like to have. And you see how happy they look sitting there. I'd like to tell you this, that the teenagers, as Bill Barber calls them, are helping with all of this food and assisting the exceptional children today at the party. We have lots of schools represented here, and in just a moment we're going to let some of these teenagers tell you what schools they are from. I want you to know that this is one of the happiest groups I've ever filmed. It's always a pleasure. This is the 4th time, incidentally, I've had this pleasure of filming this party at Prichard Armory. Let's get in here and let the teenagers tell you what schools they're from. What school are you from?
McGill.
Tulin. Phillips. Tiger.
And I believe this boy back here is from Murphy, and that'll give you an idea of how many schools participate. All of them do. And we thought you'd like to know about it and to actually see this operation going on. This is the Men's Glee Club from McGill Institute singing Christmas carols at the party here at Prichard Armory for the exceptional children. Government Street right here in Mobile on Sunday, December the 15th at a wonderful party that the Elks are sponsoring for the orphans here in Mobile. That's not just one orphanage, that's lots of orphanages, in fact, all of them. And we'd like to call Mr. Delano Paluggi over here, who is the exalted ruler of the Elks Club, and talk to him just a moment. How are you?
Fine, Miss Moore. How are you?
I think on this very brief interview we're going to have, it'd be interesting if you could tell us just what sort of organization the Elks Club is.
The Elks is primarily a charitable and fraternal organization, Miss Moore. It's the largest fraternal order in the world. We have over 2.25 million members. It's been here in Mobile for over 95 years. And for over 40 years, we've given an annual Orphans Christmas party and Orphans Picnic during the summer.
Oh, that's marvelous, Mr. Paluggi. And today, of course, we have Bill Lagman's orchestra, and we're going to have entertainment and everything for you. And all the kids are going to get gifts, and they have big bags full. I've already seen them.
Yes, ma'am, Miss Moore. Each child will have an individual present.
All right, thank you so much. And now let's get into the party now, shall we? Now we're going to talk very briefly to Mr. Joe Marcus here, who is one of the living oldest members of the Elks. And Mr. Marcus, we're very happy to see you today.
Thank you.
I'd like you to tell the ladies and gentlemen how long you've been co-chairman of this party for the orphans.
Well, for many years I've served in some capacity, but as co-chairman for about 10 or 12 years.
Oh, that's marvelous. Well, I know that you've been named Mr. Elk, I remember, a couple of years ago, right?
Well, the boys call me that, yes.
Well, this is a very beloved member, Mr. Joe Marcus of the Elks, and we just wanted you to meet him and talk with him. And what do you think of the party today?
I think it's wonderful. Just grand.
Well, we're awfully glad that we could come, and in case you couldn't come, you see, we thought we'd bring it to you. Thank you, Mr. Marcus. Right now at the Happy Children at the Crippled Children's Party, which is sponsored each year by the Mobile Rotary Club. Hi there. We're in the Sheraton Battle House in the Crystal Ballroom, and we're filming the annual party given by the Rotary for the Crippled Children of Mobile. We have Santa here and the lovely tree, as you can see, and all of the presents are personalized. That's one of the beauties of this party each year. Santa is distributing presents now, and the children are looking in anticipation. As you can see, some of the Rotarians are picking up the packages and taking them to the children who are seated at tables. And here today are many, many men and women with gladness in their hearts for all of the beauty they're bringing to the crippled children of Mobile in today's party. From all hospitals in the area, and of course they are sitting with the children there. This is such a worthy, worthy project once a year by the Mobile Rotary Club. Okay. We're talking with Mr. Glenn Brock, who is president of the Mobile Rotary Club, whose worthy project this party is today. And Mr. Brock, this is indeed an inspiration to be at this party. And would you like to talk to us a little bit about the party today?
Well, this is the annual Christmas party given for the crippled children of the Mobile Rotary Club's Rehabilitation Center on Pleasant Avenue. This is an annual affair. All of these children have either had treatment or are undergoing treatment at the present time at the Rehabilitation Center. The work they're doing out there is simply beyond your conception. And may I suggest, if you haven't seen the Mobile Rotary Club's Rehabilitation Center, that you pass by and take a look and see what wonderful work is being done there, not only in the rehabilitation of children, but men and women also.
Thank you so much, Mr. Brock. I'm talking now with Christine Hawkins, who is one of the nurses from the Mobile Infirmary Group, and she has with her a little patient from the Rotary Clinic group. And how old is your little patient?
5 years old.
She's 5 years old, and you notice she's wearing a leg brace. This is the marvelous work that they do at the clinic. Is this for strengthening the legs or what?
Yes, and it gives her support so that she is able to walk.
She's able to walk about. I see. I wonder how long she's been a patient. Is she an inpatient there or an outpatient? Do you know?
I believe she is an outpatient. I am not sure, though.
She's an outpatient. Do you like your dolly? Would you like to say Merry Christmas? Say Merry Christmas. No, I'm sure she'd like to say it. Well, you're mighty pretty, and your dolly is, too. Would you like to wave to the people? Wave to the people, huh? This is one more little girl who is being benefited by therapy at the Rotary Clinic on Pleasant Avenue, and today has been given a little more happiness by coming to the annual Christmas party, and thank you so much. Bye-bye. The children are sitting and receiving their gifts. They're milling around. They're opening gifts. Some of the nurses are helping them. We thought you might like to share with Ricky Permetta his opening of his particular gift with his name on it that Santa's just given him. And Ricky is here with one of the nurses from the Mobile General Hospital. We're going to be talking to her. You can notice how happy he is unwrapping his gift. And let's see what it is. Ricky, what is it? Oh, it's a gun. It's a long-range gun.
A mortar gun.
Do you like that, Ricky?
Yes.
You do. Ricky's a very happy boy and a very fortunate boy. There we are. Isn't that beautiful? You like it?
Yes.
Oh, well, Merry Christmas, Ricky.
Merry.
That's his heart. He said Merry Christmas in case you didn't hear him. You're with the Mobile General Hospital.
Yes, I am.
And do you work with these children very much?
Yes, we're going to the rehab center for a week.
That's over on Pleasant Avenue, right? Well, are you a student nurse?
Yes, I'm a junior.
You're a junior. Uh-huh. Well, what do you think about this party today?
Oh, I think it's very nice. I attended the one last year.
Did you?
I
And
enjoyed
these children are making good progress?
Very good.
Well, thank you so much for this sharing with Ricky and you the opening of one of the gifts at the Rotary party today. Hi, Santa. How are you?
I am fine, and how are you?
Oh, fine. And you're all full of jolly ho-ho-ho.
Oh, we're just having a big time with these children.
Oh, fine. And what do you have there?
Joe Jones,
Where do you think Joe Jones
right
is?
here.
Fine.
Right here, Joe. Aren't you going to tell me hello?
Hi, Joe. Say hi.
Hi, Santa Claus.
This is Joe Jones, one of the many happy children here today that Santa's giving a gift to.
And many, many, many happy birthday. Happy Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Santa. Shall we get that with this child? We thought you'd like to see a mighty pretty little blonde girl who received a red-headed doll from Santa today at the clinic. And this young lady with us now is one of the nurses from the Providence Hospital group. And what is your name?
Margaret Helms.
And do you work with the children at the clinic?
Yes, ma'am.
You do. Do you have any idea how old this little girl is about?
I'd say she's about 4.
She's receiving therapy now?
I believe so.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you.